But the one problem with Lingopie is they don't have modern Greek. Έλα, έχουν ελληνικά τώρα. So let's sit down and have a look at this interface of Lingopie. You can see already, oh yeah, I've already got 22-day streak. You can see I like this very much. So we have a lot of things to choose from. By the way, Lingopie is sponsoring this whole video. Lingopie has been a friend of the channel for many years. And I'm really glad to actually be able to do this because I think a lot of people can get a lot of benefit out of this tool. And look at this. So I have Greek activated, but we have Spanish, French, Italian, German, Portuguese, Japanese, Korean, Polish, Hebrew, Turkish, Dutch, Russian, Chinese. We have all these languages. But this is one video I would like to look at now with you, one series. So there's so many different ways you can actually learn with Lingopie. You can just taking advantage of these tools. The subtitles that you can turn on and off, both in English or in this case, modern Greek. And you can have no subtitles at all, or one or the other. I'll leave them both on for the moment, and let's see what this looks like.
Ωραία Ελένη είναι σίγουρα μία από τις γνωστότερες φιγούρες της ελληνικής μυθολογίας και όχι μόνο. Είμαι σίγουρος ότι το όνομά της και η ιστορία της είναι γνωστά σχεδόν παγκοσμίως και αυτό είναι πάρα πολύ λογικό.
So what do we have here? We have native speakers. This is content that is designed for native speakers of modern Greek. And that is the key. We want to get to the level of native speakers when we're learning a language, because if we can do that, then we can take advantage of the whole wide world of content that's out there. But when we're beginners, like I am in modern Greek, or even at the intermediate level, we need a lot of assistance to try to facilitate and accelerate that learning process. And we get that so much just from this interface here. Just going back here, you see I can click on the right-hand side here to get to any of these subtitles really quickly. So even if there are like long pauses, which occasionally happens in some videos, I can get right to the text, or if I see him say something like this.
Ποιος δεν γνωρίζει για την αρπαγή της από τον Πάρη και τη μετακόμιση.
I'm like, wait, what was that word for the abduction? Ah, αρπαγή. And then I can even click on it down here, and this is the best part. Look at this.
Αρπαγή.
You hear that little ding? So just by clicking on it, I get to, of course, get the definition of it. So say I turn off the English subtitles and I'm just trying to use the modern Greek subtitles here. Well, if I'm able to follow along, reading along with them, just listening to them, but then occasionally there's a word that I don't understand, I can do that, get the definition. And if this is a new vocabulary word for me, by clicking on it, it now goes into my flashcards for a quiz. I've listened to this particular video several times. I like to listen first, since I can use this on my phone. What I like to do is I like to listen to, for example, this particular episode of The Mythologist. I listened to it a bunch of times, and as many times as I possibly could, and tried to understand as much as I could only through listening, occasionally looking at the images, but I really wanted to exercise my ear. That's how I like to learn modern Greek right now and study it using Lingopie. You, of course, can use a number of methods I've talked about on this channel and on polýMATHY Plus and so forth. There are a lot of different ways you can use this. According to Σύμφωνα με, I haven't seen this before. I recognize the root from symphonon, which is consonant, something that is literally a consonant letter or that goes together. So I recognize the word, but I click on it. And now I've added it to vocabulary words. So, because this is a very useful idiomatic expression, σύμφωνα με, according to, consonant with, literally.
Ποιος δεν ξέρει για τον Τροϊκό πόλεμο που σύμφωνα με το μύθο τουλάχιστον έγινε για τα μάτια της. Υπάρχουν και κάποια άλλα σημαντικά στοιχεία.
Σημαντικά, I know this means important, it means significant.
Σημαντικά.
Και γιατί. Ποιοι θέλησαν να τη σκοτώσουν. Γιατί.
This is interesting. So the verb for making something dark or blinding someone has come through some kind of euphemism to mean to kill, which is very interesting. So here's one of these examples where there's a very short little intro and a pause. If I want to skip that, just go bam, right there.
Αρχαία εγκλήματα λοιπόν, επεισόδιο δεύτερο. Η τρία έχει αλωθεί. Αρχαία εγκλήματα λοιπόν.
Εγκλήματας, crimes, okay.
Είναι σχεδόν ανύπαρκτη. Τόσος πόνος.
Ανύπαρκτη. That's interesting. Ανύπαρκτη. I don't know that one, so I'm going to add that to my list.
Ανύπαρκτη.
All right, so this is my first time actually adding vocabulary for this particular video, and you can see how useful this is, how you're able to go back again and again. Here's something else that I want to show you. Loop on the subtitles. So if I turn on this, now it's active.
Ανύπαρκτη, 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 ανύπαρκτη. Τόσος πόνος.
You can have that go as many times as you want until you make it go ahead. So ανύπαρκτη, ανύπαρκτη. So it's a great way to really ingrain the new vocabulary, the new word, the sound of it. Now, if I were to get to the end of this whole video, it would ask if I wanted to take a quiz anyway, but I'm just going to go here.
Αρπαγή.
Okay.
Ποιος δεν γνωρίζει για την αρπαγή της από τον Πάρη?
Αρπαγή, and we know that's the stealing of Helen. So there you go. Rapture.
Σύμφωνα με.
Ποιος δεν ξέρει για τον Τροϊκό πόλεμο που σύμφωνα με...
Isn't that cool? So it takes you back into that part of the video where you heard it. So if you weren't able to remember it, that's usually enough to remember it. And really, that's the most important thing. Is the quiz to try to make you know these words out of context? In part, but it's especially to remind you of the context that you actually learned them in. I have never seen sinfoname or heard that before to my recollection. Consciously, I don't remember hearing it before. Maybe I did at some point in other videos or other stuff that I've seen. But this is the first time I've really consciously put my attention on it, and it takes me right back into that scene. I know that means according to.
Μετακόμιση.
και τη μετακόμισή της από την Σπάρτη στην Τρία.
Μετακόμιση. So μετακόμιση is the moving, right?
Σημαντικά.
Κάποια άλλα σημαντικά στοιχεία της μυθικής ζωής της.
Σημαντικά, I know that's equivalent to significant and it means important.
Έφτασε.
Η ωραία Ελένη έφτασε πολλές φορές κοντά στο θάνατο.
Έφτασε πολλές φορές κοντά στο θάνατο, so she arrived many times near death, he said. Arrived, I remember that from the context.
Τι σκοτώσουν.
Ποιοι θέλησαν να τη σκοτώσουν?
And like we talked about, that means to kill. There we go. So I could do another quiz. So what I'd ideally do is go through this whole video, either with, at least with the Greek subtitles, if not with the Greek and the English subtitles, and identify any new vocabulary. That way it goes into these little quizzes, in these cards. But what's so great about them is that they use spaced repetition. So we have basic flashcards, match the words, pop quiz. Let's just do a pop quiz on just any vocabulary I might have picked up at some point.
Ανύπαρκτη.
Okay, I play and it'll let me hear it again right from that clip. Non-existent. There's from a different video. Προόδευσαν. So προόδευσαν. Ooh, so let's see.
Στις απικίες οι Έλληνες προόδευσαν.
Προόδευσαν. So στις απικίες οι Έλληνες προόδευσαν. Prospered. Προόδευσαν. So we have hodeo wall, if you want to think of the ancient Greek root there. Hodeo wall to go on the hodos. So they roded forth and they prospered. This is the ceremony, I think.
Η τελετή της αναχώρησης στην
I think this is the ceremony, right? Της αναχώρησης.
Η τελετή της αναχώρησης στην
Of the departure, okay. And there you go. So I could do another game and things like that. So this is another fantastic and delightful way to reinforce your learning. So another thing too that they have introduced, this is kind of new, is they've taken these short stories. Hey, let's go to Lion King. And it recites the whole text for you and gives you the chance to pick a vocabulary. So let's see what this looks like.
Σε μία απέραντη σαβάνα κάτω από το χρυσό ήλιο γεννήθηκε ένα λιονταράκι που το έλεγαν Σύμπα.
Hey, that might be too fast for you. No worries, we have different speeds. Here's the beginner speed.
Όλα τα ζώα ήρθαν να δουν τον νέο πρίγκιπα.
These are cool too. And they have this in the videos as well. Explain the sentence. So it'll take the sentence and then it will generate what's going on grammatically. Having audio that can be made so easily followed. That's what's so amazing, I think, about what Lingopie has done. A lot of this content in one form or another, you might be able to get access to it here or there. The fact that with the subtitles, you're able to virtually understand anything. You can understand all of it. You can have the grammar explained. You can do all of it within the interface here, and incredibly useful. I mean, really, if you have this, see, what I would recommend is for your language of choice, language that you either always wanted to learn, that you see here on this list, that you're just curious about, like, hey, what is this language like? Spend a month on it. See if you like it. See if this is really helping you. I think it will. It has helped me so much. I have, in fact, proven this, I think, recently, going from almost nothing in modern Greek to a level where I made on polýMATHY Plus a series of 7 videos where I challenged myself. It's the modern Greek challenge of speaking modern Greek every day for 1 week. And so I made a video every single day talking about my hobbies and my daily routine and other little, anecdotes, little things all in modern Greek without, a script or anything, just doing it completely from my brain. And it's very rudimentary, but it shows the kind of progress I was able to make really in just those 7 days. And you see, I've been using Lingopie every single day without any pauses, and have only been improving in that time. And with the spaced repetition, the words that you need to practice most are given to you more frequently, and the ones that you already kind of know will come less frequently, and the ones that you know really well, you're not going to see them for a long time. That's spaced repetition, and Lingopie does all of that for you, which is fantastic. The best part of all, though, I kind of have buried the lead, is all of these are interesting and fun or funny. Some of them are comedies. We have dramas on here. This guy's really funny, the cockroach. And this is what makes being able to sustain language learning possible, that you can find something that interests you, that keeps your interest. I'm interested in a lot of the ancient Greek stuff, and like this one, The History Made Easy.
Οι δωρεείς φαίνεται ότι στην αρχή ήταν πιο πολλοί. Γι' αυτό όλοι οι κάτοικοι μίλησαν αργότερα τη διάλεκτό τους, την δωρική.
So this is just a kids show, but super useful because it's about early ancient Greek history. Super interesting to me. That's something I'm really fascinated by. And so it's wonderful to learn the modern Greek way to talk about these topics. My ambition one day is to go to Greece and have tours at the Acropolis or at the Vilos or all these different places in modern Greek and understanding them, because I think that'll be really amazing. That'll be fun, because I get to do that in Italy. I can hear a tour in Italian and understand it about this or that at the Forum or the Colosseum, and it's very easy to understand in Italian. I want that for myself in modern Greek. That's what I'm looking forward to. So if you want to check out Lingopie, use my link that's in the description for a 7-day free trial and also 55% off the annual plan. Σας ευχαριστώ. Γεια σας.